Oh, hello. We are live. Good morning, YouTube again. We are here for another English immersion. My name is Camila, and I'm gonna be the host from this conversation. I am here in this Saturday morning with great people, Aurelio and Andrea, and we are here to discuss about do you buy things you want or you get scammed. So before we start, just a short explanation about the platform for those who don't know. Maybe people on YouTube are watching us for the first time. So this is not an English class. I'm not a teacher. This is only a conversation in a natural environment in English. And Talk and Talk, it's a language conversation platform. And here you can find the conversations in English, Spanish, French, Italian, and German. Oh, we don't have Italian anymore. It's a break. So maybe if you want to try to practice, you can enjoy this. And what else, guys? I'm not a teacher. I am a student, and I am here to develop my English speaking skills. No, this is a safe environment. No one will judge you. No one will correct you. So just enjoy this conversation. Get a water, a coffee, and try to relax this 1 hour in a natural environment. Okay. As we always start about our self-presentation, I would like to ask you, Andrea, could you please?
Yes, good morning, guys. My name is Andrea. I live in Guarujá, the coast of São Paulo, but I was born in São Bernardo do Campo. Currently, I work as an administrative assistant in a Japanese restaurant. By the way, I've been working here since I believe 2017, so it's a long time. I am married. I don't have kids. I don't have pets as well. In my free time, I like listening to music, drink wine, cooking. I stay here on Talk and Talk because I really want and I really need to improve my speaking skills. And I also am an passionate on concerts. I love going to rock concerts. By the way, today I have not a rock concert, but I have a good one to go. I will see Gilberto Gil, a Brazilian guy. So I
Oh,
am very excited for this concert tonight. That's it about myself.
oh, nice. I guess it's on Allianz Park. I'm not sure about it.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, Allianz Park.
nice. Congrats, congrats. So,
Thank
guys,
you.
about me, my name is Camila. I am 40. I live in São Paulo, in the capital. I've been here in the platform since March or April 24. And I decided to become a host in July 24 just to develop other things, not only the language, but leadership, time control, and whatever. Let me see. I work as an accountant in an energy company. I am from the finance field. What else? I also practice Spanish here in the platform. I think it's important to be in touch with the language to don't forget about it. So my main goal this year is to develop my English speaking skills, to get vocabulary, to improve in different ways the language. Mm, that's it about me, guys. I am a cough addicted person. I get my cough here. So let's see what we can do. Let me understand if you, Aurelio, do you buy things you want or you get scammed? Do you want to read the question number
Yes,
one and answer, please?
yes. Question number one. No, I never left myself by influenced by advertising because I know that it is a big scam in my point of view. If
Mm,
I need something, I buy it because if I need something is for my necessity. But if I haven't the necessity, I prefer to avoid because my salary is a normal salary. I'm not a big or incredible salary. And for us here in Italy, nowadays, it is important to manage the money in the best way because it's necessary to have the money for all the months. And because, in my point of view, nowadays they are advertising is a fraud because the big company, thanks to the advertising search to sell the products, but to be honest, they are very strange because it's not the products. Example, if you see the main side of the box in something, there is always a pictures that they show the products inside, but in the when you go inside to watch the products is so different. And in my point of view, this is a fraud for respect the clients. For this reason, I prefer to avoid to buy something if is not necessary for my life, for my passion, for my work or other. That's it.
Wow, great. Good example, Aurelio. I don't know too much about the Italian economy, but I guess all the countries are facing challenges, right, to survive. So maybe we need to pay attention to that. I am really interesting point that you said we need the money for the rest of the month. We need to keep it until the end of the month. It sometimes we don't think about it. We use credit card to survive, and then this can become something bigger in the future. So, good example. Thank you, Aurelio. And how about you, Dea? Do you get scammed sometimes, use it often or not?
Yes, sometimes I get scammed, unfortunately, but congrats, Aurelio, because you need to be really brave, to deal with it because I am a person that I cannot control myself so much when it comes to buy things. I am not saying about clothes or shoes, this kind of things, but ticket concerts and food for me, it's impossible to control myself, guys. So yeah, but I believe that we need to have this control, this concern about if the money that you earn will provide the rest of the month, So I am trying to get better on it.
Yes, I guess maybe we don't need something, and then some kinds of advertisement they use this. You will lose it the last time you will find this price, and then we feel so attracted to that, like, oh my gosh, maybe I will need in the future, so I need to keep it right now because I don't know about it. So I don't think I really agree with Aurelio when he said about fraud. I guess this is not the honest way to keep people getting your product. So I know that sometimes if I always like the same kind of t-shirt, for example, in my case, I would like to have more than one because I know this is something that can be, I don't know, damaged or not damaged, but this can be, I don't know, we can change the color in the future. So I want to get more and I want to keep it with me. And sometimes I need to buy more than one because I like the model, I like the fit of it. And maybe I don't need it, but it's my mindset. It's because I prefer to keep it. Or maybe on sales, if I always going on these fake things like on sales. Maybe I decide to get something thinking about the future, but in fact, we don't know about tomorrow, right? And I just I don't know, this can helps or not the consumism. This can, I don't know, it's hard to avoid it. In my case, it's really hard to avoid it. So I always get
Yeah.
scammed in this situation. Please go ahead and there.
No, I was thinking here. Sometimes we see a promotion, for example, you can buy it on 12 times, I don't know how to say that, 12
Uh-huh.
times. And then you pass your credit card, and then another day you see another promotion that's the same, buy it on six time, and you pass your credit card. In the end of the month, when the factura arrives in your home, you will see the big oh my gosh, how much money you spend on it, and sometimes you don't need so much the product, just because you want to how can I say, to enjoy, aproveitar, I don't know, enjoy the promotion, you
Mhm.
pass it your credit card, but in deeply you don't need that. So This kind of things that you need to know how to control ourselves, when a
Yeah.
lot of advertisement.
Yes. Other things that help us to be stick with the brand sometimes is the cashback. Because you buy more and then you receive something and then you feel like, oh my gosh, I would like to buy more because I will receive cash back. And then you have the feeling like, oh, I will receive something and I
Mhm.
will buy more. But I always get scammed with cash back, guys. I don't know why, but if I buy something and I receive something in cashback, I feel like, oh my gosh, I am better. I am doing a great deal here. So I don't think for me, I need to avoid it because cashback is my problem. It's my problem.
No, regarding the cashback is so interesting because probably I'm a strange person, but I think that like the publicity is a fraud because in this way you spend a lot of money and you buy a lot of materials. But in the same way, I think is my point of view the government have the opportunity, the possibility to check all your activity with your money. And at the end, the government have all the information to understand, okay, this person have these habits. Normally, he's go in this shop and take this. I don't like. In fact, like the other people, I have a credit card. But if it's not necessary, I prefer to avoid because with a credit card, yes, you pay without the necessity to have in your hands the real money. But at the end, you pay a commission to the bank. And in this way, you spend a lot of money, respect the original price of the object that you buy. In this case, if the price is not exaggerated, I prefer to pay with a real money. In this
Mhm.
way, I haven't the necessity to pay the commission for the bank or for the operation that the normal in the normal way the bank take in your money in the bank. If it's not necessary, I prefer to avoid to use the credit card. But I have always the credit card with myself because if there is a emergency or necessity, in this
Mhm.
way I have a lot of money. And for this reason, I prefer to use the real money.
Yes, I agree with you, Aurelio. Maybe the credit card can give us a illusion about things that we can buy, right? And I always get scammed with that, guys. I am assumed that I suffer with the credit cards because we think like, oh, I will pay it in 10 times. So this is only a little price. I can do it. I can handle it. But if you buy, I use Uber a lot, ride sharing, and I in the end of the month this became so bigger and I realized, oh my gosh, 10 reais and became like 1,000. Why this happens, guys? So because I use Uber a lot here in São Paulo, sometimes I need it and we don't realize the impact of it in the end of the month, right? So it's really hard. Do you want to
And
share something, Andrea, please?
yes, no, I just was thinking about, I believe that the credit card is the problem of all the Brazilian people, because everybody suffered at least once in the life with the using of credit card. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. But because of this, we have an illusion that we have the money. Oh, I can buy it, but you can't, guys, you can't.
Yeah, I go in a different point of view, guys, here because I heard that when we buy things, we feel dopamine in that. I would share an example here. If I think you know people who bought a lot of books, but they don't read the books. They just keep the books there. And why this happens? Because they feel dopamine when they buy things like a beautiful book collection. And then when the book arrive, the feeling of reading is less than when you bought it. And then you don't feel attracted to read this, but you want to keep it as a collection thing. And then we have other things like this, right? To collect. And the dopamine that we feel in our body is different when you got it. So I guess it's the different motivational thing in this. So I guess we have this a lot when you buy things, but we don't use it as a curse. We pay a lot of online course, but sometimes we don't finish it, right? So
Exactly.
we suffer a lot with that. It's like will be the solution of my life. This curse will resolve everything.
Sometimes we don't finish it, even don't start the course, right? Because I bought one last year, the end of the year, and I didn't start yet, guys. Come on, it's because of the credit card, impulsive feelings, go there and pass your credit card. It's terrible.
Yes. Do you want to share something, Aurelio? Please feel free.
No, no. I listen the explanation of Andrea is, and I'm total agree with her because with a credit card it's so important to manage in the best way all the money you have in the credit card because you can have a surprise at the end of the month if you exaggerate with the utilizzai the credit card. No, no. In this way, fortunately, I manage all in the best way, and I have always my wife that check all the necessity because we have a salary and is necessary to manage in the best way for our family and our life. This is so important. My
Yeah.
wife is the big manager in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes. I'm
Oh my gosh.
married 30, yes, 32 years ago. You think that my wife always manage in the best way our money, and for this I'm so happy because she stay very attention, and thanks her work, we have the opportunity to do a lot of holidays. In fact, example, the next week we Thursday we started with a new vacancy, new holiday uh, uh, for 18. I lost the 18 days in a holiday because we are so closer to the Eastern. Is correct, Eastern. Yes,
Mhm.
and we have this occasion, this opportunity, and it is good.
Wow, nice, Aurelio.
Yes,
Nice. Good example. Maybe we don't see the value of our money, and we could do so many things, right? Instead of buying clothes or iFood. I don't know, in Italy, do you use this app to order food, Aurelio, or not?
I'm so sorry, but I don't understand.
It's the we have here in Brazil. I don't think so. We have in Italy. We use a specific app. The name is iFood, and then we
No.
can order food
Yes.
from. Oh, okay, okay.
Ah,
Now
no, no.
we.
Yeah, yes. No. There is, but I have another name. But we don't
Mhm.
use it. We prefer to go in the mall in the normal way with a cart shop and to do the shop necessity that is necessary for us. Because I always I think this is my idea. It's so important to go at work because it's necessary for our life and because we have the necessity to have a money because you have a lot of necessity. But it's so important have a lot of holiday vacancy because in this way you can stay in relax and you can recharge your battery inside your body. That is so important. And because during the holiday, you have the opportunity, you have a lot of free time that you can sharing with your family. Because in the normal way, every people in your family have a different activity, and is so impossible to stay together always. But during the holidays, it's so different. And this is so important because the family is the very important thing in our life.
Wow, great. Congrats,
Yes.
Aurelio. Congrats. I
Yes.
am learning a lot with you
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I think that I'm the oldest person in this
No.
group today. In this meeting, I'm the oldest.
Okay, okay. Maybe,
My
maybe.
hair, my few hair is white.
But it's good here in the platform. We are here to practice English, but I always learn something from this conversation, guys. Always, always I can get insights or something. So it's really good to have this time to practice and to got insights or knowledge. So congrats and thank you very much, Aurelio, for your
No, no.
words because
One thing I like to do this to tell these every things. I love Talk and Talk because it's a beautiful place where we can practice. Like today is very beautiful in this way because yes, we have a topic, but we speak regarding different topics, and this is good
yeah,
because in this way is a real way when you meet with other people in the street, example, and you chat, talk regarding a different thing. But in the same way, is important because I have this habit during every meetings. I like to take a note because I discover a new words that are so necessary to improve my capacity to speak in English, and this is so important.
yes, nice, nice.
Yes.
I totally agree with you. We have the questions only to help
Yeah,
us,
yes,
right? So
yes.
I agree. Do you want
And
to
this
add
the
something?
norm.
Oh, please go ahead, Aurelio.
No, no, I'm sorry. And
No,
it's
please.
normal to do a mistake because thanks the mistake we do, we can improve ourselves. In fact,
Excellent.
don't worry if you do a mistake because it's part of our life. The mistake
Yes.
improve help us to improve in a lot
Excellent.
of a way.
Excellent. I agree, Aurelio.
Uh,
100% agree. Do you want to add something there? Feel free.
No, yeah, I just want to say that that I already said about the mistakes and the confidence. I believe that they work together, right? Because uh, it's really difficult to understand that, oh, we can make mistakes, and no one will judge you. But I believe that in this platform we are free for do it, because no one will judge you in deeply. It's the opposite. Everybody will help you. So we have a really good environment to practice our speaking skills, and I think it's amazing because I am another Andrea since I started attending on the immersions here on Talk and Talk since 2021, right, guys? Because I used to be a shy person. Uh, I was afraid of making mistakes, and nowadays I continually make a lot of mistakes, but okay, I am confident now. So this is the difference, and I always say the same thing, guys. This platform is amazing.
Nice.
if I
That's
can,
it.
yes. Now I tell you this story. I started to do the English meeting here on Talk and Talk in the 2020, and I remember that when I started with the English meeting. I haven't all this capacity to speak in English. And I remember that in the first meeting, I'm alone because I'm the only person that speak in Italian, and I haven't the capacity to speak very well in English. And I remember the host in that meeting told me, "Hey, Aurelio, don't worry. If you have a problem, you search another way to explain your point of view. But if you have a problem always in this way, for you is important to speak. Speak in English regarding a different topics. It is not necessary that you speak regarding this topic. You speak. This is important. And I started, and nowadays I have a problem. No, no, this is so important because many people, when attending for the first time in the meeting, think. No, I have this topic. I'm not practical regarding this topic. It's important you speak. You speak your life, your habits, your passion, but it's important that you try to speak in English. It's not important to follow this topic. And I step after step improve myself. And nowadays, I haven't a problem. I not a problem. Every topics is good because yes, I have a passion. I have interesting for different topics. But if I have a topic that is not in my habits, is always best because in this way I can discover a lot of information and a lot of new words that they are so necessary probably in the future if I have the occasion to speak with other people regarding this particular topic. That's it.
Nice, nice. Congrats, Aurelio. I totally agree. Maybe when we don't know how to say about a specific topic here, you can learn in this situation, or I don't know, try to imagine you in this situation. So you don't need to, we don't know anything, everything. We don't know everything. So sometimes we have a topic that I don't know too much. I don't know about technology. I'm not from this field, but I am here to learn with the guys. So I guess when you are traveling abroad, for example, and someone stopped you, start speaking with you, you need to know how to handle with the conversation, even when we don't know about the topic, or even in Portuguese sometimes or in Italian. So I guess this help us to deal better with people in general, right? Because we are developing other things. The small talk need to be better because we are here to develop it. Know how to speak about different topics. Imagine how difficult it is, right? So, and we are doing it in another language. So, is the biggest challenge in my opinion. So, I think it's really important. We can start a conversation without worries nowadays because we are doing it every day. So this is not a big deal
Yeah.
anymore. Do you want to say something, Adaya? Feel free.
No, no, no,
No?
no. Just I agree with you guys.
Nice. Let's move on for another question.
Yeah.
Aurelio, have you ever purchased something impulsively or later regretted in your life in general? Have you ever or not?
No, I always evaluate what's to buy because I don't have. I told to you before because I don't have a high salary and because
Mhm.
I have to make my salary lastly for the whole month, and this is important. But because I think that. Yes, to be honest, this is correct, but regarding a lot of materials, but regarding the books is so different because I think that the money that I spend for the books are they aren't wasted. They are so important because I'm a very curious person and I like to buy a different books. And the I started 2 years ago. I buy a lot of books regarding a different topics, but not in Italy, in English and in
Ah.
Spanish. Because 2 years ago, more or less, I started to read only in English or in Spanish, not in Italy. Because in Italy, every day I read a lot of documents in the company where I work, here in my house or for other reason. But I think that this is so important to take the habits to read in another languages, because in this way your brain worked like a native speaker, and in this way is so easy for me understand all discussion or topics that I read in the books. But in the same time, I do a lot of mistake, because sometimes in the meeting, example now I'm in English meeting, but sometimes I started to speak in another languages, and the
Yeah.
people tell me, Aurelio, we are in the English meeting, not in Spanish or Italian meeting. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I did a mistake. I'm sorry. Hey, because my brain now principal think in English or in Spanish or in Chinese, but Chinese nowadays is a nightmare. You think I have this this pocket, no pocket, and I write the
Mhm.
word in Chinese and the translate the correct pronunciation in Chinese, and it's a nightmare, because during my work day I have the possibility to study these tickets, and during the day I stay in my mind logically. I repeat example, butsuo, 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 for a lot of hours. At that end, I think in Chinese. And the same, I did this work when I started to study when I started to study Spanish or English. I stayed all the time. I repeat, 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 a lot. And for this. But at the end of this discussion, uh, if I always evaluated the money, the necessity, but for the books, always is. I think that they are so important, because thanks the books, you can improve your culture. You can open your mind in a different way, and I think that nowadays is always important. In fact, I tell this always. I'm my nephew study. Remember that the school is so important. Study a different topics. It's not important that this topic is of your interest. It is important to have a lot of information in your brain, because in this way you have the capacity to speak regarding a different topics with all types of people you meet during your life, your days, and this is so important. That's it.
Wow.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Wow. No, no, feel free. Nice, Aurelio. I agree with you. We can, I guess, in this way, we can got repertoire. I get this word. Oh my gosh. Congrats, Aurelio. Really, congrats, because I know
You
this
think
is
this is a Chinese book for kids,
for
but
kids.
but for me it's so important.
Yes, yes. I guess we can get repertoire from these conversations, right? We know about discuss, so it's so good.
Or you see this? This is a nightmare. Every days I spend more or less 1 hour a day to write in Chinese for a lot of hours. I write,
Oh
and
my
I
gosh.
repeat, I repeat, I repeat, and
And
I
you did the same with other language or just Chinese?
no, no. Nowadays, only in Chinese, because
Okay.
I haven't a big problem with English, and the same for the Spanish.
Wow.
Now I stay concentrated with the Chinese. My target is to start to arrive at have a good fluency in 5 years, more or less.
Wow.
Never give up.
Thank you.
This is so
Yeah.
important.
Nice.
Yeah.
Please go ahead, Andrea.
No, no, it's amazing, right? Aurelio learning how to speak Chinese, oh my gosh, it's a big challenge. Congrats, Aurelio, because I've been struggling just to learn English, and I was thinking sometimes, oh, maybe one day I can, I don't know, try uh, learn about French. I did it, I believe that 2 years ago, but I decided to continue just with English because I think I need to improve a lot. But yeah, it's amazing. People that have this facility, to learn a lot of English. Congrats. It's amazing.
Nice. And about the question, Andrea, have you ever purchased something
Oh,
impulsively all the time, right?
oh my gosh, all the time, guys, all the time. So it's terrible. It's terrible. To be honest, nowadays I am getting better on it, but I like it that Aurelio said, for example, books is something that you are not spend or waste your money. I believe that there are things that we bought, but we don't consider that we are wasting our money, because when it comes to life experience, for example, I believe that a travel, a trip that you go there and buy, or just a concert that I like so much, I believe that we are not wasting the money, because it's experience, and you live with you forever. So in this case, I like waste money, but to buy clothes or shoes nowadays, I can handle very well. Thank God.
Nice, guys. I guess I really see Aurelio in this point of view regarding books, because I used to read a lot. I enjoy a book club this year to read the classical books. And for me, this was so good because I can got different knowledge from books. And sometimes a book can teach more me than a class or a conversation. So if you are in touch with a book or ideas from different writers, this can be something that can change your life forever. I can share different books that I read 2 or 3 years ago, since I start to read every day. And then this changed my point of view, my ideas about life, my perspective. As I said about the repertoire, this can give me repertoire about life. I'm not a religion person, but I know that we can learn a lot just for read the Bible. Not because I'm not a religion, but we have a great examples there. So I would like in the future try to read the Bible. And I know we got the bad books and good knowledge from them. So I like to buy books. I had a lot of here, and I felt not so much overwhelmed about this because, as Aurelio said, we learn from them. So I feel better right now. I can accept that my books here, my credit card with a lot of books to pay. But I guess it's important, guys. I really enjoy spend the time reading books and feel I get the book is so magical. We can travel for inside of the history. So it's so good, right? This feeling. So I don't feel too much shy or ashamed about it to buy books. We can learn about it. So good
Wow.
example. And Aurelio, do you think you can learn English from books, just reading as you are doing with Chinese or not? You are just reading, not practicing Chinese, right?
No, now in Chinese, I listen all the explanation. I search
Mhm,
to understand the grammar rules necessary
mhm,
to understand the composition of the sentence and others. But nowadays, I haven't the capacity to read in Chinese. It's so
mhm.
difficult for me, and I started most recently to tell something in Chinese, but nowadays for me is so hard, is so difficult because the part very difficult of in Chinese is that there are four different accents, and if you change a bit the accent, all the means is so different, and this is important.
Mhm.
But my teacher explained to me that at the beginning is important to read example like this the words very one moment in slow mode because it is important to understand the correct pronunciation, and after with a practice I can start to speak in the normal way, in the normal speed,
Mhm.
but now is so difficult. It's so impossible for me. But I now that I see in that moment, I see myself like a lot of years ago when I started with English. It's the same. In fact, I see when I started to study English, every word is so different. And I remember that at the beginning, I don't understand. Example, I don't know, book. In that moment, I think I don't understand, but I started to practice, and nowadays for me is a normal. I haven't a problem. I don't think yes. If I have a new word, is a little strange, but it's normal because I understand all the grammar rules to understand to read it in the correct way. And for this is always the same. I use the same techniques that I used years ago when I started to study English. Different for the Spanish is so different because the Spanish is similar to the Italian languages, and for me is not difficult. And in the same time, every Sunday I do a meeting with my aunt that live in Spanish, and this is good because if I have a problem, my aunt explain to me in Italian. Aurelio is in this way, and this is good, and is free, total free. Fortunately,
Okay.
and this is important because I haven't a lot of money in my pocket.
Yes. Yes. Sometimes we spend a lot of money
Yes.
getting knowledge, but it's a good point, right? We are becoming better, learning something different. So in this way, we can spend money with books and knowledge. Imagine if
Yes.
you can buy knowledge, how difficult it is, right? To get knowledge, to buy something to make us better. So I
Yep.
guess I understand you, Aurelio. Congrats. Let's move on, guys. I think we have time for another one. Um, Number three, how often do you research a product before making a purchase? Do you want to try to answer that, Andrea?
Yes. I don't know. Depending on the product that I need to buy, I like to go to internet, for example, and make some research about, to see the comments about the product. But depends. I usually do it when I need to buy, for example, electrical. I don't know how to say that. Electrical thing, or
Mm-hmm.
a new cell phone or a computer, something like that. But when it comes to clothes or this kind of things, I just go there and buy.
Nice, nice. And you, Aurelio, do you often do research before buying things or not?
No, no, yes, yes. Nowadays, fortunately, we have internet. We have a lot
Yeah.
of information on internet, and this is good because I remember when I was young, the situation it was so different, and I haven't all these possibility. Nowadays, thanks to internet, I have these habits. To do a lot of research, read the comments of the different people, because in this way I can understand if this particular object is necessary for myself, or I can use the internet to do a comparison the same products with a different brand. And this, I think that is so important. And most importantly, in my point of view, I have the opportunity, the possibility to see a lot of pictures, or on YouTube a lot of video regarding this particular object, because in this way is the same if I have this object in front of my face, and I have the possibility to see the object with my eyes. Eyes? Yes, eyes. And I think that is so important. I have these habits, and I think that is so important nowadays. I have the possibility, and I use this possibility, because if it's not necessary for me, or there is something is not good in my point of view, I avoid to jack my money in the basket, and this is
Yes.
important nowadays.
I agree. I use it a lot, guys. Even books. I watched some reviews on YouTube before I buy it. Because I guess we need some ideas, right? We work a lot to get money, and then we need to pay twice. We need to think twice before we buy things. So even a smartphone is so expensive nowadays. So I watch it more. I think about the products a lot before I take a decision. So in my case, as Aurelio said, we have the internet to help us to get the better decision sometimes. And even when we watch it a lot video, sometimes I make mistakes about a product. So it's almost impossible to avoid it. So, but I guess it's really important to get another opinion, not from the vendor, because they always want to push us a product, and we can get a honest opinion on internet. So it's really helpful, in my opinion. We can get it and do it for better. Let's move on, guys. I guess we have time for another one. Mm, uh, Number 4. Do you think brands use psychological tricks to influence your buying decisions? I guess we talk about it, but do you want to answer that already?
Yes, no, I think that nowadays the big industries study the human psychology to devise us in the best possible way, and this is normal, because if you know all deeply the human psychology, you can understand the big way to convince the people to buy something. Example, for us men, there is the habits that the big industry use the a picture of the beautiful girls, because you stay, it's a strategy, because it's a strategy, because you feel wow. And if you go in the mall, you remember this beautiful girl, and you think regarding this brand. Yes, yeah, I think this brand is always a strategy of the market, and is normal. Rather, it's normal. It's so
Yes.
important to study the human psychology for the big industry. Is part of our life nowadays.
Yes, and I guess they learn how to put triggers in our brain. It's almost impossible to fight against this. We are, I don't know, we just accept it because this is about psychology, emotional things that they can play with. So, and how about you, Andrea?
Yes, I totally agree. And I was thinking about the color as well, right? Because we have
Oh,
McDonald's, for example. McDonald's, it's red and yellow because there is a reason for that, you know? I don't know, our brand. Uh, I don't know exactly, but I think our brand relates the colors with the wish of it or something like that. So I believe that it's really important. In all the advertisement, as I already said, sometimes we just listening some music, for example, and we remember a blend, because of this, they know how to use it in their favor. So it's so, I don't know, amazing this part, to make us waste money.
Yes, to feel attracted, right? So it's almost
Yeah.
impossible. Yes. I guess this is not new. This happens all the time. We have a Marlboro, a beautiful guy, and the horse, and then you feel like, oh my gosh, I want to smoke. Can you imagine how crazy it is? But I guess the big companies know how to play with our mind and put the necessity inside of our lives just to watch an advertisement, and then you feel like, I need this, I will go there to buy it because I want to be the guy in the horse. So it's like a crazy thing, right? And the brains know how to do it. I don't think this okay, this is market, this is the way, but I don't think this is honest to do it with people, but we cannot avoid. Sometimes this is about emotional things in our brain, so I don't think this is right sometimes. But what can we do? This is the way the market works, so it's almost impossible to fight against a McDonald's or other things. So we just accept it and try to control ourselves, as Aurelio shared here, without using credit card maybe, or avoiding, or learning in steps by steps how to do it. So guys, I don't think we have more time. I'm gonna put here the link from the survey. I think everyone here know how it work. You can share your opinion if you like it or not, this conversation. Please feel free to give me ideas. This is not my immersion. I am replacing Ricardo today. So if you want to share it, if you like it or not, this conversation, feel free. And that's all, guys. Like it a lot. I learned it a lot today with Aurelio. So for me, it was awesome. How was the conversation for you, Aurelio? Was my first time, I guess, with you.
Amazing, always amazing because I told this before. I like to stay on Talk and Talk because I have the opportunity to meet with other people to sharing the same the different experiences, and I can improve my capacity to speak in English in this case.
Nice.
It's
Excellent.
incredible, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Aurelio. And how about you, Daya? Did you like it?
Yes, I love the conversation. It's always a pleasure to talk with you guys. Already it's amazing, guys. So I learned it a lot as well. So that's it. Thanks so much, guys, for the conversation.
Nice. Thank you, guys. I feel really glad when we can learn something more than English in the conversation. We are discussing about ways to learn something, ways to try to control our credit card, the
Yeah.
difference between culture. So for me, it's really value this time with you guys.
Mm.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and I hope see you soon in another